Mm-hmm.
So the main purpose of any learners behind they must be a good listener first, and that's the way you
Mm-hmm.
can reply. Otherwise, you are nothing into this.
Yeah, exactly. But nowadays, people who those like to listen Hindi song, for them it's very difficult to listen Hindi content. So I think a lot of people they shared this thing to me. So when they start to listen English content now, they feel like sleepy.
Hmm.
I
Yes,
also felt like that in my initial time when I started now. So whenever I kept my I put my earphone on my ear now. So at that time, I was feeling like that only.
okay, so hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. So how are you?
Yeah, I'm so happy. Thank you for the uh calling me.
Yeah, welcome for that. Yeah,
So, how's your morning today?
it was good. Yeah, it was good. So you had your lunch and all?
Yeah, yeah. I've recently taken my lunch. Uh, 1 o'clock, you can say.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So,
Mm,
ma'am, I have one question I want to raise here. We are meeting first
mm,
time, so I'd like to know a little bit
yeah.
about you.
Yeah, sure, sure. So my name is Priyanka and I'm from Madhya Pradesh and currently I'm living in Gwalior and basically I'm a teacher. I teach small kids. I'm working in school and I take tuitions also and my hobbies are singing, dancing, acting and I like to make reels also, but nowadays I'm running my YouTube channel also. And I think only 7 days ago I started my YouTube channel. Yeah, so yeah, that's all about me. Thanks for asking.
That's incredible introductions of you, ma'am. As you mentioned,
Thank
like
you.
you love to acting. That's truly
Yeah.
incredible.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, sir, could you introduce yourself? Could you
Yeah.
introduce yourself?
Yes, you ma'am. So this is Chandan. I live in Bihar state. Professionally, I'm a teacher. And if I discuss about my hobbies, so I love to interact with new personalities and traveling. It is a part of my hobbies. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay. It was very wonderful introduction. Yeah. So, do you like to traveling? Do you like traveling?
Yes, I love to travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, last time where you visited? Last.
Last time I visited Kolkata.
Okay. So
Yes,
basically, you are from.
I'm from Bihar.
Uh, okay, you are from Bihar, but you are looking like that Bengali people also.
Okay,
Little bit. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So, ma'am,
So,
do you like
yeah, you.
travel?
I can say nowadays I'm not like traveling, but because I totally born and brought up outside my state because my father he was in army. So because of that, I lived in a different state since my childhood. When I was 2 years old, at that time only I came outside. So yeah, now my studies completed and I'm working in school. So that's why now I settled here because everything is, I can say, finished related to my studies. So that's why now we shifted here in Gwalior.
Wow, that's really great. Yeah, shifting and settling at the one place. It's a kind of, having your own recognitions, right? Your identification
Hmm.
on particular place where the people will be known about you as an
Yeah.
individual of that
Hmm.
place. So it is very imperative for every individual's life,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Hmm.
That's a great, ma'am. So nowadays,
Hmm.
ma'am, it's obvious things like multiple personalities coming over these applications to improve their communication skills. So I just want
Hmm.
to know on a strategy, what do you do for improving your communication?
Nowadays, I am doing for my for my communication skill. Only listening part and speaking part nowadays I'm doing. But when I started initial time, at that time I did a lot of effort, I can say. At that time I read a lot, and means right, it's really means when it comes to writing now, I didn't write written anything when I started, and I don't like to write anything. So initial time also I read a lot and listened a lot, and I started speaking with myself. But nowadays I'm doing only two things: speaking and then listening, because I do not have much time for that. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And this is a very, two things are very mandatory for every learner. Because listening
Yeah,
that
exactly.
is consuming.
Mm.
Right? Speaking that
Mm-hmm.
trying to utilize what you listen out from other side.
Yeah, I think for me, listening part and speaking part is very imperative. I think very important, because when you consume a lot, that things automatically set in your mind or register in your mind. So you can able to use that word automatically. And speaking, because if you do not start speaking, so I think uh, means for that you have to speak. If you will not speak, you can't improve yourself. For that you have to speak. It's very mandatory, listening and speaking.
Yeah, you're right. Speaking, that means you're going to do the practical act. That is very constitutive for the people to express what is going on internally of you, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
the learners have been only doing the theoretical activities, writing and reading, but there is no
Hmm.
utilizations of that kinds of stuff into their actual life.
Yeah.
What we do we want
Exactly.
in our life,
Hmm.
we are
Yeah,
starting
exactly.
any personalities and uh, putting our views over any matters. That is called improvement, right?
Exactly. Yeah, if you have a very short period of time na, so you can use this thing, listening and speaking. I think this thing definitely it will give you help.
Okay. So, do you have any
Yeah.
habit of reading as well?
Reading, I don't like reading and all. I don't like, but initial time I started reading on that Chrome. A lot of stories are available on that Google related to Cinderella, and a lot of story. So at that time I read a lot, but nowadays I'm not reading anything,
Yeah, you are
because
right.
reading takes a time. Reading takes a time. So for me, I can't, means I do not have much time for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and somewhere it is going so much, lengthy for us, right?
Yeah,
We
exactly.
start reading any story. So this is not certainty like we must aware about all the vocabulary meanings, right? So you
Hmm.
can
Hmm.
understand. Multiple times
Hmm.
you have to go on Google and finding the meaning of them. It's quite lengthy for every person.
Yeah. So what about you? You are what you are doing related to your English nowadays?
Yeah, the same thing. I'm also doing the same thing, ma'am. Speaking and listening somebody. Yeah, English speech.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
there's
So
no.
what about the newspaper? Are you reading newspaper, English newspaper?
In my side, I'm not finding newspaper, English newspaper. That's
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. I want to read sometime, but when it comes to newspaper now, that vocabulary is very tough. So when we read that newspaper now, so it's very difficult to read. So for that we have to just open our Chrome again and again. So after that we will disturb. So just stop it like that. So I
yeah.
think if we want to start reading, now we can start from the small, means simple vocabulary, like stories and related to some books also available. Yeah,
Okay,
simple
I
vocabulary.
raise here the one question. Okay, I think it would be very convenient for us, right? So, what do you consider about self-talk? How it impacts our all? How it impacts overall our daily personalities? Self-talk.
Self talk, initial time I did that thing for a 2 months. Okay,
Wow.
because at that time I didn't have any, means I didn't have any application, so with whom I can talk. And Now, as I told you, I'm a teacher, so I'm working in school also. So with them, I can talk, but known person, it's very difficult to talk with them. Sometimes we feel hesitate if we will do some mistake, so what they will think about us. So that's why I never talked with anyone. So when I started at that time, for a 2 months I did like that self talk. Means I always uh, narrated my story only. So what I did since the morning and that end of the day, what I did, and what happened in my past lives. I always, at that time, I narrated my story with me in a one room. Yeah. So I think for a short period of time, it's give you little bit help, but you can't do that thing for forever. So if you want to uh, s- if you want to mitigate your fear to talk with people, now for that you have to talk with people face to face, I think.
You are right. I mean to say
Hmm.
that how much you can talk to yourself, right? If you're not having
Hmm.
any topic, any questions, then how much time will you talk to yourself? Questions comes now in this time.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
having interaction with the different personalities, you are going to have the chance of receiving the multiple questions. And according
Exactly, exactly.
yourself to recall the relevant sentence. Right. This
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
important. Very important for every individual to receive the questions from other side. Right.
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
for a while it would be okay, but for long period of time this is not okay for.
Hmm. 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 Exactly. Because I also observed this thing when I was doing that thing for a 2 months now. I found something, but not more than that. So I was thinking. So when it comes, so whenever I talk with people face to face, now I had a fear, means what they will think about me. So after that, I just started scrolling on my YouTube. So there I got to know about the open talk application. So I started using that application. So I talked with people for a 2 hours, 1 hours. So after that, I can say little bit confidence I got, and after that I wanted to talk with people face to face. So yeah, so I can say that idea got from YouTube only. People nowadays, they all are doing like this conversational video that gives you a lot of confidence on all. So that's why I started that thing.
Of course, ma'am, and I can see, yeah, I can see the incredible change inside of you. You are so
Mm,
confident and you do not have
exactly.
any hesitation while expressing your thoughts. It's really, this is
Mm,
important. What you improved yourself a lot within that period of
mm,
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So what
of-
about you, sir? When you started your journey, how long have been you are learning this language?
okay. So I started my English journey 2 years back.
Okay. Mm,
But earlier time I used to use such an application, what you mentioned now. Okay. Just before
open
six
talk.
months
Okay.
back, I started video conversation.
Mm,
Yes. Because somewhere na,
mm,
I was not satisfied from my speaking. I was, somewhere I was considering like, no, hardly anyone can talk because there's no need to encounter the people's intention towards me. Right.
mm,
That would be not challenging for me. The real challenge is that like facing the people into the conversation.
exactly. Absolutely right. Mm.
Then I got to know by the one YouTubers like if I'll use that such a application, so I can approach easily to the people and interact like that. So I
Mm.
started.
Okay. So have you ever joined any coaching classes for that related to your English journey?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I didn't join any coaching classes till this now.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. So I have a one question. So means if that person he don't know English, means he is not able to understand that English. So for that person, it means for that people or person, I can say, uh, coaching is needed for that person or
Of
people.
course,
Yeah.
coaching is needed according to their levels. Their observations,
Hmm.
they have the capacity to observe the things in a quickly, I would say. So up to the human to human,
Hmm.
their maturity and their
Hmm.
education,
Exactly.
right. We can't
Mm-hmm.
say certain
Exactly.
people can learn like us. No, it is very very difficult for every person, right.
Hmm. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I think if we can't understand English, na, means if we don't know the English means what other person is saying. So at that time, it's difficult to learn the language. I think in my case, I was able to understand that language. That's why I easily grabbed that thing, I can say. And if that person is not understandable and not able to speak, so for that, I think that person should be take that coaching class. For means that little bit basic grammar we should need for that. He, she, for that, I think.
Yes, and for understanding purpose, you have to listen a lot. You have to be a good listener first.
Hmm.
Like as you mentioned,
Hmm.
like
Exactly.
I love to listen a lot. That's the reason you grab easily what I used to say,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So the main purpose of any learners behind they must be a good listener first, and that's the way you can reply. Otherwise, you are nothing into this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But nowadays, people who those like to listen Hindi song, for them it's very difficult to listen Hindi content. So I think a lot of people they shared this thing to me. So when they start to listen English content now, they feel like sleepy. I
Yes,
also felt like that in my initial time when I started now. So whenever I kept my I put my earphone on my ear now. So at that time, I was feeling like that only. Yeah.
yeah. Because there was no interest over that activities.
Mm.
That was the reasons you are
Yeah.
getting
Exactly.
happiness, right? Whenever you do, whatever you do, you must involve your interest level. It's supposed to be still
Exactly.
multiple things. So into this conversation, our interest also is involved. Our interest, our
Mm.
happiness. It really matters what you enjoy,
Mm.
right?
Exactly. Yeah. If we enjoy that thing, na, so definitely, I think slowly, it's a gradual process. We will learn automatically. If
Yes,
we will not give the interest to that thing now, so I think it's can't be possible.
of course. As we
Hmm.
mentioned, both are us about our journey, right? Somewhere we had been a struggle a lot over this language in order to improve self, but due to have
Mm-hmm.
interest level, happiness, we couldn't realize, we couldn't feel how much struggle we had done earlier, right?
Exactly, sir. Exactly. Yeah. And I think I wanted to learn this language now since my childhood, but since my childhood, it was not possible because it's depend on your thoda, that family background also. And I comes from that not English background family, I can say. So my native language is Hindi only. So because of that, I suffered a lot. So I think when in your life something is hitted you now, so after that you realized, yeah, we should learn English. This thing definitely help us.
I think
Hmm.
situation has a vital role in human life, in us, I would say.
Hmm.
A
Hmm.
life,
Hmm. Hmm.
life would never ever treat you negatively, okay, until you couldn't, switch yourself into different way. According to me, like we are being hurted through our situations, and due to that reason, we took decision. No, I have to learn this. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Hmm.
very important to get hurt from your own situation.
Hmm. 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 Yeah, exactly. So, sir, what are your hobbies? What do you like in your spare time? What do you
Okay.
do?
Mostly, I love to interact with the new personalities. It is also part of my hobbies. I love to enjoy, I love to enjoy the English conversation because
Hmm.
sometimes before I was only imaginations. One day I would just speak few words with other people like that. So now I'm getting, my dreams are going to come true. What I personally imagine
Hmm.
visually. And apart from that,
Hmm.
another hobbies of mine, watching web series, English web series, American web series. So
Hmm.
Yeah, it is my hobbies, and another hobbies I already mentioned, traveling. So these are the hobbies of
Hmm.
mine.
Okay. So, sir, when you started your YouTube channel, I think few minutes ago I got your ID. I think you were taking the session with Sapna ma'am. So there I saw you. So
Yeah,
yeah, after that I got to know. Yeah, I can send him request. So I think he will give me a chance for that session.
of course, ma'am. And it's an honor for me,
Mm.
really, for having session with you. Actually, if I discuss about my channel, so 6 years back also I started my channel. Okay, channel was the reasons to be consistent myself into this.
Mm.
That's the reason.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. I think YouTube is a good thing. So with that, we can start in a consistent way because in our no, if we start with a normal life now, so sometimes we take a gap also. Sometimes we feel lazy. So I think YouTube is a good thing.
Of
With that,
course.
we can.
So,
Mm.
ma'am, I just want to raise the one question here. So, do you like to discuss over that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, one topic is that comes in my mind now, like why to be patient. To be patient at every situation is very imperative for every individual's life. According to you, what is the opinion of you?
I think patience. In my case now, I have a lot of patience. So I think we should keep the patience because how can I say, I don't know, but we can take for English means we can take example for our English also. So people they always start with instant result. So I think nothing is. I think in this life now nothing. I think how can I say? I don't know the thing. Mm, we can't take that thing immediately. For that, we should take that. We should keep that patience. So after that, we can grab that thing. I don't know. Means I'm not good at to explain the thing. Yeah.
It's okay, ma'am. What whatever
Mm.
you know, you can just express. There's no issue. Try,
Mm.
try.
Ha. And I don't know. I think this thing I knew it. I just explained it
Yeah,
rather than I don't know. But yeah, this thing I can say we should keep patience.
yeah. That's the major problems behind the learners. They will discuss very
Mm,
nice. After receiving the topic, they will gone. Their mind goes blank,
mm,
and this is the way
yeah.
major reason, prominent reasons they couldn't improve self to the better levels. Okay,
Mm,
wants from everybody to just express their opinions, what he knows, little bit in a
mm,
block. It's okay. Everything is being acceptable. Okay, let me.
yeah, exactly.
Yes, ma'am. It's okay. So let me give you the my opinions. To be patient is very important for your life. Okay, because what I personally consider like always humans are in a hurry, right? And due to that, reason, they always
Mm,
take wrong steps in life. And whole life they have remaining the regressions. Why I did that earlier, why I couldn't consider over that matter for a few times. If I
mm,
consider, so today I would be the better in our life, and I couldn't have any kinds
mm,
of okay. And the another
mm,
point I just want to raise here, like because of having the impatience quality, it is the better indications of aggressiveness, obsessiveness. Never
exactly.
allow you to think in a right way, right? That's the
Yeah,
reason
exactly.
to if
Mm-hmm.
you go to the
Yeah,
school.
most of the time, I think people, so whenever something happened with them, na, they always react immediately. They wanted to react. They want to react immediately. They can't take that. They can't keep that patience. So I think in every situation, patience is very important,
Yes,
vital role we can say. Hmm.
discussion is very important. Okay, if you do discussions with yourself, with your relatives, it takes time.
Hmm.
will help you to keep calm yourself at every situation, and each decision would be suitable for the situations. This is very important,
mm,
and that's what to be. It's a
mm,
requirement to be patience at every situation. I'm talking about learning this language, right? We have been
mm,
learning for a year, right? So how? Because we
exactly.
self in a patience mode, right?
Mm,
And that's the
exactly.
right.
Mm,
So that's the reason. So, ma'am, I always try to just overview myself any topics. You always try to you know just push yourself. Try to just
mm,
dis inside of you what's about them. No one will come.
mm,
No one will judge you what you say, but the people wants from you to say something else over that,
exactly. Exactly. Mm,
right?
yeah. Anything, sir, you want to discuss? Means
Yeah,
that call is recording or not? I don't know about that. It's showing is learn is recording the call.
yeah. It is recording. Yeah,
Okay, 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 okay.
yes. So, ma'am,
Hmm.
you could ask me anything from me. I asked you multiple questions.
Mm, yeah, I think you asked me a lot of questions, and so I think I want to one question: how we can manage our life? It's related to that problems and tension is going on in our life. How we can manage our life?
Yes,
How
that's
we
a
can,
good
yeah.
question.
Mm,
Okay, let me
mm-hmm.
give you one example how to manage our life. First of all, we have to detect the actual situation in our life. What is going on, right? And after that, we have to observe people's behavior with us. If they are behaving like a stranger people, so we have to discuss with them. Like a brother and sister, like our own family
Mm,
member. So this is the way you are going to learn the internal feeling of them, right? And this is the better way of
exactly.
including and having the mutual understanding with your own family member. That's
Mm,
the other people can know you very well. And this is the way you can manage your own situation of life. Okay.
mm,
This
exactly.
is applicable in your relations as well. What you do, what you have done before, what you have done earlier, if you reveal out with your companion, with your loved ones, they will understand you, they will respect you. Because earlier you
Mm,
express yourself surrounding them. They will respect you because they know about you, about your quality, about your nature. My company is really better than others. They do not lie from me.
mm,
Right.
okay. Mm-hmm. Absolutely right.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
my what is your opinions?
My opinion, I'm not good at that thing. That's why I asked you that question. So for me, means I'm doing a job also, and so I think everyone they are facing a lot of problem in their job, and that politics is going on lot of. So that's why I asked you that question. Yeah. So how we can manage our life?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
ma'am, these topics we have to discuss. And that's the way we can have the better improvement in our conversation, right? In our spoken English,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Because
Mm,
discussing only the relevant things in a multiple time, this is not call improvement because we have a limited statement and sentences, right, to express out.
mm,
What about other
mm,
situations? If the somebody will force you to mention what happened earlier with you and in your past, and what will you mention,
mm,
right?
mm.
So you have to
Exactly.
prepare
Exactly.
yourself.
Mm, yeah. So any other question? Any
I have
other?
multiple question, I have so many questions, but I'm thinking about you, ma'am.
Okay.
Which now, so you will talk to me or not? I don't know.
No, 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 no. Definitely, I will talk, and I like to talk on random things. Like to talk because every people they are discussing the same thing related to English. How you started your journey. So, I think we should talk about the different uh, areas. So, I think people also they will learn from us. I
Yes,
think.
I can perceive
Mm,
your situations because you couldn't talk like that with any personalities before. And that's the reason you are
mm,
not able to convey your message.